In this video, I'm going to talk about Google Search Console, which is one of the most important tools of Google, which helps us in doing technical SEO. Hello everyone, I'm Shivani Goel. Welcome in WsCube Tech. So let's start with what is Google Search Console. Google Search Console is a web service by Google, which allows webmaster to check index status and optimize visibility of your website. Let's understand some brief history about the Google Search Console. Until 20 May 2015, the service was called Google Webmaster 2. And in January 2018, Google introduced a new version of the Search Console with changes to the user interface. Now the question is how to use Google Search Console in technical SEO. So the Search Console lets you easily monitor and in some cases resolve server error, site loading issues and security issues like hacking, malware. You can also use it to ensure any site maintenance or adjustment you make happen smoothly with respect to search performance. So these are the ways how you can use your Google Search Console. Now, you can use Google Search Console to receive important messages of the warning about the healthiness of your website. That is any malware issue, any security issue or any error happening in your website, you can get detail in your Google Search Console. Just to find out how many pages are indexed by Google or how many pages are not indexed by Google, or just to make these pages again re-indexed, you are using Google Search Console. To find out how many links are pointed to your site, you need Google Search Console. To troubleshoot crawling and indexing issues, you need Google Search Console. To see detailed information on what keyword your site is associated with and your ranking position in Google search results, we need Google Search Console. So these are the things we need Google Search Console. Let me show you one live demo on Google Search Console, what it is, how you can log in or how the Google Search Console works. For this, let me visit on Google and we simply type Google Search Console. Here, simply click on that, click on Start Now, and as my website is already registered on Google Search Console and that's why we can directly log in, or if your website is not directly connected, then you need to mention your website name here and then connect. For example, this is my website here, this is the domain name of my website. I simply copy the domain name and I simply mention that particular name and I click on continue. In that case, Google Search Console will check my verification status, and if it's not verified, then it show me a code, and that particular code we need to copy and to verify. This is the code here which help you to verify, or just to connect your website with Google Search Console, you need to take help with one of the tool here, that is the Google tool. Let me show you the live demo. In Google Search Console, you can figure out your property just like in the search property. You simply click on that. As my website is already connected with Google Search Console, but if your website is not connected with Google Search Console, for this, let me explain you some few steps by which you can simply connect your website with Google Search Console. For this, let me log into my WordPress website. In your WordPress website, you have to install one plugin, that is Google Sitekit. Let me show you that particular plugin. With the help of this, you can simply connect with your Google Search Console account. This is your Sitekit by Google. You have to install this particular plugin and then do setting, and in your setting you have to click on Google Search Console and then you can simply connect your Google Search Console with your. So this is after done with the connection part, this is how your Google Search Console look like. In your Google Search Console, we have overview section here. In case of overview section here you can see the performance of your website. That is the number of click, whatever be the number of click here. That is the coverage here. That is the experience here. That is the enhancement here. So you can just look it over here in case of overview section. In case of performance section, here we can monitor the performance of our website. Here you can see that we have total clicks, we have total impressions, average CTR, average position, and this is the last updated data, and this is the filters here, that is your search type, WAP, your average position 20.8. Next we have URL inspection. In case of URL inspection, we inspect every single page of our website. For example, for our website, this is our website, and let me open one page here, that is here about us, and let me check is this particular URL already indexed on Google or not. For this, let me copy that and let me check that in our URL section. Then just retrieve data from the Google index, and if this page is indexed, then it shows indexing, and if it is not indexed, then it shows that URL is not on Google. There may be some error on that particular page while loading, that's why it's being here. And then you have to click on request indexing to re-index your page. After done with that, next we have coverage. Coverage show us a coverage report. Let me show you. Next we have coverage. Coverage shows us a coverage report in which we have error. If there is any error here, that's reflect here. If any URL valid with warning, then it's reflect here. Valid, reflect here. Excluded, reflect here. Any URL that should be excluded just because of any error or because of your robot.txt file, that is included here. After that, we have sitemap. If you want to create sitemap, then you have to simply type your sitemap here and then click on submit, just like this is a sitemap already set here. Then you have some removals. Then your experience section. In case of experience section, we have page experience, core web vital. These all are the important features of the technical SEO, which we will learn in our further videos. My AMP, breadcrumbs, if you want to create breadcrumbs and check, then you have to click on that. After that, you have site link and search box. Then we have security and manual actions, in which we check is there any security issue in our Google Search Console. When we click on manually, here we see that we have no issue detected. Again, when you click on your security issue, if there is any issue in your website, any malware issue, in that case, that is reflected here. You can check it from here. Then we have legacy tool and report. In that case, we have some links here. You can get the status of the linking, like top linking pages here. You can see top linking site, top linking text. You can see from here. Then we have setting. If you want to do any Google Search Console setting, then you can do it from here. And you can also check where the last scroll happens. Index crawler, that is your Googleboard desktop. Property added to account. You can check all this information from here only. So this is all about your Google Search Console. This is just an overview about your Google Search Console. How to do technical SEO with the help of Google Search Console. We will discuss it in our further videos. Thank you so much for watching this video.